Hello, everybody. It is NCS Man 001 here. And today, we're going to play a little bit of Pikmin 2. Because we already finished Pikmin 1 in a single, 3.5 hour long stream, because it's not that long of a game. And Pikmin 4 releases on Friday. Now, of course, my plans changed heavily, because I did not know that Lizard Guy was going to be on leave until yesterday, or the day before it. Maybe it was Sunday night. I didn't know that was going to happen, so because of that, I am going home for a long weekend so that me and him can hang out, and I will see if I can convince him to do a co-op stream of Pikmin 4 to start the game off. Because I'm more of a Pikmin fan than he is, but that would be fun if I can get him to do that, and if my internet at home is good enough to do that. We will see. But anyway, tonight we are playing Pikmin 2. Pikmin 2 is noticeably longer and harder, tee-hee, than Pikmin 1. This is not going to be a single stream kind of game. This is going to be at least two. And the other question is, will I 100% the game? Probably not on stream, because it's much more difficult and takes way longer than It takes longer than 1 and 3 combined to 100%. I can finish 3 pretty quickly for the most part, and 1, of course, I can finish pretty quickly, but it's a short game. 2 is much longer, so we will see. But if anyone cares, I actually did manage to finish challenge mode, which I am very proud of. I finished every single challenge level, which I never even would have come close to on the GameCube version of the game. So I'm very proud of that. So yes, Pikmin 2 is a much more challenging game, so this should be fun. Watch me struggle. So this was my first playthrough, and this was my second playthrough. Cut down on time quite a bit there, a little under 15 hours. That was to 100% the game. I had almost the same amount of funds. That's kind of funny. So, new log. Pikmin 2 is the game I know the least. I had never 100%ed it on the GameCube. I had never 100%ed it until the HD version came out, so I just 100%ed it for the first time a couple of weeks ago. So it is by far the one that I have the least experience with, because I've 100%ed the first and third games probably 10 times apiece. This one, I've done it twice so far. So, the story this time. As Olimar returns to his home planet after his vacation gone wrong, the company is in deep financial trouble. Game looks so good on this TV and in HD and all. Planet Hokotate, or Hokotate, as it is sometimes pronounced. And it looks beautiful on this. President of Hokotate Freight, as well as Louis. Louis. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny, and his entire load of golden Pick brand carrots was eaten. I took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. I decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin, and not the other ship that's sitting right next to you. 10,100 coins? That's a lot of money. It is a bottle cap of some unknown soda company, which we most certainly did not collect in the original game, but Olimar found at some other point, I guess. Treasure, 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 money, money, money. Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 Pokos. So basically, Hokutations are horribly underpaid and exploited. It's just like other jobs. Hey, Captain Wafer. Yeah, but I also put the notification out for the stream kind of late. As I got home, I had to run to the grocery store to pick up something I forgot yesterday. Then I went walking, had some dinner, started some laundry. One of those days. So now we're going back to the Pikmin planet for a second time. It's also Tuesday, and Tuesday night streams have always been, like, the least successful that I do. The least viewed. So we're headed back to the Pikmin planet. Landing in what looks to be a familiar continent. So, the Pikmin planet is interesting. Because in the first game, you never really know exactly what it is. It's not made all that clear. In this game, it's made very clear what the Pikmin planet is. And it's made quite clear in Pikmin 3, and even from what we've seen of Pikmin 4 as well. There's a whole iceberg delving into all of it. Zert! That was close. I have averted a crash landing running diagnostics. Alert! Danger! Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. Teehee cock. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Last time it wasn't the cold. Last time it was the hazardous oxygen that was going to kill you. It's Little Red Carrot Man. And it's also a Bulborb. A Bulbiorb. Aww, Little Red Carrot Man. Olimar remembers them. Aww. So I guess they're descendants of the original or surviving versions of the original red Pikmin from Pikmin 1. So at this point in time, as far as we know, the canon ending for Pikmin 1 is presumed to be the good ending, the happy ending. Because Olimar returns home with everything. And the Pikmin learn how to survive on their own, and in this game, there's actually some that are still alive. But there's questions about Pikmin 4, because a lot of people are thinking that Pikmin 4 might be a prequel. Like, it might be set between the events of Pikmin 1 and 2, but in a separate timeline. A separate timeline in which you get the bad ending in Pikmin 1. And it's interesting because in the demo, Olimar, when we're Olimar in the demo, there's no indication of purple or white Pikmin or any other types of Pikmin, just the 3 original colors and like one enemy. Not to mention the planet still looks like Earth. Because it's noted in the notes throughout these games that there's massive tectonic issues with this planet. To where, by the time of Pikmin 3, which takes place presumably several years after Pikmin 2, the planet has greatly shifted. Oh, he's so cute! Look at it! Look at its eyes and its nose. Yeah, there's theories about how So, the theory goes that, like, several years have passed to where the Earth in Pikmin 3 looks very different than it does in Pikmin 1 and 2, which could have occurred very shortly after human extinction. That's the whole theory about it, by the way, is that humans are extinct in this universe. Or have left Earth for whatever reason. And people think that even the enemies might actually be the humans' pets that were left behind after humans went extinct or left the planet. So lots of theories about Pikmin. Lots of interesting theories. Anyway, we're going to do what we did at the beginning of the first Pikmin game here and sprout some Pikmins. The onion ejaculated seeds. Propagate the species. Onion mothership. Buttons to press. This game goes into some weird places, by the way, with some of the enemies and treasures in it. It gets unusual at times, I will say that. I don't know how many of them we'll get to see during this playthrough, because again, I doubt that I'm going to play through the entirety of the game, at least not now. Like, I might play through... I want to be able to clear the debt before I go home. And I think I can get that far. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think it's more going to be... You know, there's no way I'm going to be able to 100% the game in that amount of time. Because 100%ing the game is already much more time-consuming. But also with that, there's a lot of resetting that has to be done with this game. Usually. So that's kind of why the time, I think, is a little bit deceptive. Now, the original indication that we're on a future Earth actually originally came from this battery. Because in the original version of the game, on the GameCube, the battery is a Duracell battery. And then you start seeing a lot more items that are from the Earth. Whereas in this new version, some of those brand names have been removed for whatever reason. I guess probably copyright issues, if I had to guess. Alright, so switch over to Olimar. It's been kind of weird because I've also been playing some Pikmin 3 these last couple days. And it's kind of weird because that game has like a targeting system and a charging system instead of the way this game works with no like auto lock onto enemies, no charging, you can just swarm. In some ways I like the swarm better, and I think that both versions are coming back in the new game. I think. So we actually can't go any further here. The game will not let us cross that other barrier because it's too large for our 16 Pikmin to knock down. There's no nectar eggs up there today, of course there's not. For now, we just have our group of little red carrot men. And they're singing a song for us. So how many does this take? Is it 35? Yes, it is. And the reason why the Pikmin plush were holding a piece of bread in the thumbnail is because there are several food items that are treasures in this game that you have to collect. Several food items exist in it. I think a piece of bread is one of them. I know that pieces of like meat and cake and stuff are, but I don't have any easily accessible meat or cake for the Pikmin to hold, so I gave them a piece of bread because it's a piece of white bread. It's not like a burger or something. And it's bad. Alright, so the max Pikmin we can get on day 1 in this game is 20. It's the lowest number of any Pikmin game. In Pikmin 1 you could get 25, Pikmin 3 you could get 21. I wonder if I'm going to sleep tonight, because before this I downed my shot of espresso and a cup of coffee. And I have another cup of coffee right here that's currently cooling off a bit. Who cares, though? I'm not busy right now at work. It's a really slow time of year. There's no sick people this time of year, which is a good thing. No one gets sick during the summer. There's no viruses going around. Fortunately, This cup of coffee is that chocolate flavor scent one that smells amazing. I don't know, like, it's so weird though because you expect it to taste more chocolatey than it does. It just more smells it and has a loose chocolate taste to it. So now we're just waiting for him to carry back the giant battery. They are taking their sweet-ass time with that battery. Oh, a Bumble match. That's not too common. We'll see if they decide to message me. Because Bumble is the weird app where men can't message first. 280 Pokos for the Courage Reactor. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking in asterisk, or quotation mark. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hokotate or Hokotate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not... I didn't mean to skip that. Oops. So now we're going to blast off because of the dangerous nocturnal creatures on the planet at night. But in Pikmin 4, we're going to get to go out at night, and that's apparently when the ghost Pikmin come out. I am so freaking excited for Pikmin 4, though. I am just very ready for that game. Most excited I've been about a game in a while. Alright, so we picked up our first piece of treasure. And we sprouted 20 red Pikmin. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. I have no idea what that voice was. How's Division 2 going? Very well. I would definitely say everything so far has been easier than Division 1. The Platinums are about the same. Division 1's Platinum isn't particularly hard, or at least it wasn't when the game came out. Division 2's is pretty similar in actual difficulty for Platinum. But for the DLCs, you know, Division 1 had your 40-hour Underground DLC that was easy but stupidly time-consuming. Last Stand, which was medium difficulty and could be boosted but was absolutely painful to suffer through. And, of course, you had Survival, which we could arguably have made a drinking game out of over the years, of how many times I mentioned suffering through it. Division 2, 3 of the DLCs are a joke. Well, not necessarily a joke, but very easy. Those are the 3-story DLCs, the 3 Year 1 stories. And Warlords of New York so far hasn't been too difficult. Combat's a little bit tougher, but nothing major. It just depends on that challenging seasonal manhunt that I still don't understand. And then there's just the raids, which I don't know when I'm going to be able to do those. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to work with the raiding group that I think I found, because I think they're mostly in Europe, so I can't be on at the same time. But aside from the raids, it's definitely easier, no doubt, to 100%, and shorter. But I don't know how it's going to be with the raids. I mean, the fact that the raids are 8-player trophies is what's so bad about it. If they were 4-player trophies, it would be one thing, but they're 8-player trophies, which sucks. Good morning, workers, ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company. Damn, you just hit me hard there, man. You just totally described like 99% of American companies right there. The Pikmin still seem to be asleep inside their onions. What lazy creatures. Yeah, because they're not paid. No wonder they lack survival skills. Well, maybe if you paid them, like how if I actually got paid reasonably for the job I do, given both the high quality of the work and the level of being underpaid by industry standards. But it is weird playing on this, like, thing that holds the Joy-Cons that was the original thing that came with the Switch. It feels really weird. Definitely a little bit different for me. Okay, the eggs are not there yet today. Alright, so in this game, you now have multiple captains. So you can separate captains. Oh, actually, you know what? That one's a 10 pellet that comes up, so I don't even need to do that. And red Pikmin in this game are not as useful as they were in the original game. Red Pikmin in the original game were by far and away the most useful Pikmin type. No doubt. But there were also only 3 types of Pikmin. So they were by far easily the most useful. Whereas in Pikmin 2, they're not as useful. They're still fireproof, and there are quite a few fire hazards throughout the game that you have to deal with. But overall, they're not, you know, as necessary as they were in the first game. Now, they still do, I think it's 1.5 damage to enemies, so they still do more damage than most other Pikmin types. Most other Pikmin types. But they're completely outclassed in combat by a new type of Pikmin. Alright, so let's pluck. We need 35 of them. We have 27. 27 is not enough. We need more red carrots, man. Is there such thing as a red carrot? I don't think there is. There probably shouldn't be. Unless Bill Gates is making one in a biolab somewhere to kill people with. It's the only other way. What is he doing when he whistles? Why are you gyrating, Louie? It's kind of weird just not having the lock-on feature that you have in Pikmin 3 because I'm kind of playing that one now too. It was just kind of weird being a little bit different like that. Will I do Killzone Liberation? Absolutely. I will. Fairly easy platinum. Takes like 10 hours or something. Fairly easy to do. Looks like it could be fairly fun as well. I'll do it at some point. I don't know when, though. It's not super high priority because, unlike other Killzone games, there's no multiplayer. At least I don't think there is. If there is, it's not, like, true multiplayer. Alright, so way down the bag. And kill the Bulborb. The little baby Bulborb creature. The Bulbiorb. We could fight the large Bulborb, but he will probably kill us. We don't want to do that. So instead, we're going to swarm this gate. I'm fully aware that there is a treasure right there. We will get it in a moment. I would rather get the gate open. Or actually, I can send about 2/3 of the Pikmin on the can over here. How heavy is this thing? I don't actually remember how heavy this one is. Okay. Well, that's a little ridiculous. It doesn't matter, though, because once we clear our first cave on day 1, the game automatically ends the day, because there's nothing else you can even do here. So we might as well get everything we can here on day 1, which is literally just one other item over there. There's nothing else down the other path, by the way, unfortunately. We could potentially sprout more reds if we fight the Bulborb. Perhaps we will do so. We banged our heads against the wall quickly! How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall when mass their might is ferocious? Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not, Olimar. You are failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Yeah, this is all stuff I already know. Ship can be an interesting character in this game, but no point of really going through that. Alright, so now that the gate is down, there is a cave we can go ahead and enter, but first, I would like to try and kill the Bulborb. Rush its bum! Okay, that didn't go very well. We already lost 5 Pikmin. Wonderful. We're gonna get more out of it, but I was hoping for better. Pikmin, you're so slow. You're all leaves. Of course you're slow. Guess I shouldn't be that surprised. Yeah, leaf Pikmin are not very good at combat, quite clearly. So we're gonna let this get back to base. I'm nowhere near as good at this game as I am at 1 or 3. So there will be times where Pikmin die much more often than the others, where I can beat them with less than 100 dying. This one, well over 200, will probably die on any playthrough. Maybe I should have waited until I had purple Pikmin for this, but I didn't. Because I want more Pikmin now. How many do we get out of that? Like 10? 11, 12, 13? 13-ish? Alright, that's good. We do want to have some reds, not necessarily because of their usefulness, but because we can use them to change them into other types of Pikmin. They're good for that. So we will need a fair number of them to change into other Pikmin types throughout the game. And we have one more thing to do today before we tackle the cave. We gotta carry this treasure bat. It's worth almost nothing, but it's required for full completion of the game. That is gonna take a while, isn't it? If you could... I wonder, as Red Pikmin can't dig, so... I guess you can't do anything with that. Hi, Evan. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection? Yes, I will. At some point. It's also not super high priority because it's single player only, but it is one that I will eventually complete. Because I already did 4 and Lost Legacy original versions, so wouldn't mind doing them again. 4's pretty fun. Lost Legacy wasn't a huge fan of. Oh, you're so slow, Pikmin. That thing looks like it has a weird face on it. Like a very open face. Your name is Evan. You're the creator of Pikmin hybrids. Okay, then. Utter scrap. Still worth 170 Pokos. It's more than some things. Alright, so let's check out the cave. Pikmin Hybrids is a Pikmin idea video. I recommend I give it a go if I have a chance. Maybe I will. Uncharted 4 and Legacy of Thieves requires you to get all... Yeah, that's what's so ridiculous. It's... I don't know what Naughty Dog's issue with DLC trophies is, but they are one of the worst developers in history when it comes to DLC trophies. Every game where they put DLC in, the DLC is harder and or more annoying or just otherwise problematic compared to the base game. Because, you know, the Uncharted collection, the first collection, the PS4 games, whatever it was called. The Nathan Drake collection, that's what it was called. That collection, you know, the base games weren't that hard, but the DLCs were brutal, because you had to beat the games on brutal mode. And Brutal Mode was horrifically unfair. And then you had the DLCs for the original versions of Uncharted 2 and 3, which were insane. How much you had to do with those, because of just the vast amount of DLC. And then, you know, Uncharted 4. The base game was easy, and 10 of the 12 DLC trophies were easy, but then you had to do the 3-star stuff, which was awful. Then you had, apparently, for a lot of people with Uncharted Fight for Fortune, the DLC fights were the hardest part of the game. I didn't necessarily have that same issue. I had more issues with one of the base game fights than the DLC fights in that game. Maybe that was just me, though. And now, with the Legacy of Thieves collection, it's like, oh, hey, you know, all the trophies for Uncharted 4 are the same. But guess what? Now you have to finish the Lost Legacy to get the Platinum Trophy for this game, because we're going to do a 50-trophy DLC, which I swear I've never seen before. It is an odd design, to say the least, and it's one that I never knew they could even do. Alright, so with this, you can harvest the corpses if you wish. But they give you very little money, so they're not really worth it for the most part, unless you're just trying to get the corpses off the floor because they're causing issues with your running through it. That noise in the background states that all treasures on this floor were found. There's a hole with warm air coming out of it. Insert joke here. Last of Us Part 1. Yeah, Last of Us Part 1 is one of the rare ones where they didn't do DLC. And there's another thing, like, the original Last of Us Platinum Trophy isn't terribly hard, but they added in a bunch of multiplayer DLC and a grounded mode that's way harder. Last of Us Part 2. Not only did it add in a grounded mode, but it added in a permadeath mode. I know it's a chapter-based permadeath, so I know it's not as hard as it could have been. But, again, Naughty Dog loves doing this with games with how they add in DLCs. They do it constantly. Every time they release a game that has DLC trophies, it does that. I don't know why. They think it's fun or something. Alright, so we have an object here that we cannot lift, though, because 100 red Pikmin cannot lift it. Are you sure about that, ship? Ooh, it needs 101 Pikmin. What a troll. So because of that, we can only have 100 Pikmin in the field at once, so we might be stuck here. What are we to do on this planet without it? Fortunately, this cave might just have an answer for us. First, let's kill all these snow bulborbs. Snowy bulborb baby creatures. And we come across something else. Hey, Dresde Bloom, it's going good. Playing a little bit of Pikmin 2 tonight. They yearn to be tossed into the flower. Alright, so we're going to toss Pikmin into each of our flowers here. Hi, goofs. What's up? Not too much, just some Pikmin. And we have a new color available to us. What is it? It's our sumo wrestlers! They're so fat they shake the entire cave! They're so fat that they shake the entire cave. So, this is an entirely new type of Pikmin. Purple Pikmin. Purple Pikmin break the game entirely. Some people like that, some people don't. But Purple Pikmin completely break the game. Because not only do they have a carry weight 10 times that of the other Pikmin, but they also do much higher damage. than normal enemies do, or than normal Pikmin do. They do much higher damage, and they have a stun feature. They can actually stun lock enemies when they hit them. A wonderful combination that horribly breaks the game at times. Alright, let him carry that back. Sacrifice to the purple gods. Did not expect the trophy hunter to be playing a Nintendo game, but you also play Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, normally I don't, but Pikmin is a rare franchise that I really, really like from Nintendo that I wish got more love. And in all honesty, the franchise was so heavily disrespected for a decade now, where the only thing we got for a decade was Pikmin 3 Deluxe and Pikmin Hey Pikmin. It's the only things we got. Did you know you can go into the cave 3 times to get 30 purples? Yeah, I did know that, but there's a better place to get purples here later on. And there's not really a point of that, because we'll get more purple candy pop buds in other caves. Got your Mortal Kombat 11 completed, trying to hit 50% completion rate. Nice, nice. I make you a mod. I don't have any mods. I don't usually have a need for any sort of mods because normally the audience is small enough that I can just sort of police everything myself. If I ever get big enough as a channel, I can. But for now, the channel's really still small enough that it probably isn't necessary yet. Maybe someday, though. I'd like to hope someday. And we've been gaining subscribers at a fairly decent rate recently from, like, the Fallout 3 video and everything. Alright, this is just telling us how to escape the cave. All of our Pikmin will come with us, so they don't have to all be there. And we blast off. Alright, cave completed. No Pikmin dead. You beat all the bosses and 100% completed the game without losing a Pikmin. I feel like I could do it if I really wanted to, but it would require a lot of resetting that I don't have the patience to do. I'd have a much better time trying to do it in Pikmin 1 as well as probably Pikmin 3, because they're both much easier games. And the fact that I'm much more familiar with those two than this one. Not to mention Pikmin 2 has a lot more randomization to it. Because the caves outside of the first one are actually randomly generated. Should evolve as a content creator, expand into game reviews. But would I really be able to do anything, like, unique as a game reviewer? Like, would I be able to bring anything new and unique to the game reviewing field? Is my main question. You didn't reset? I find that hard to believe. I'm sure it's possible if you're good enough at the game, but I find that very hard to believe. Enjoy the Pikmin 1 stream. You never played the games before. Yeah, you should definitely give it a shot if you ever have a Switch. Chance to play them. They're worth playing. It's a lot of fun. Highly enjoyable. I also managed to lose 5 today to battle, but that was mostly my own being greedy. I didn't actually have to fight that enemy, but that was on me. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well, and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hokotete Savings and Loan. After all, besides, there's nothing left to repossess. So, ha! President's fun, for sure. So finding that half globe opens up a new area. The Awakening Wood. They knew what they were doing with that title. They knew what they were doing. They almost named it a certain way. They could have named it the Morning Wood if they really wanted, but they didn't. Because this is a kid's game. A children's game. You downloaded a Pikmin VR chat mod and acted like a red Pikmin. This game does have a pretty good modding community, or this whole series does. Because I've been watching Hef play some stuff. He did... Let's see. He did a Pikmin 2 Kaizo, which is apparently quite brutal. Looking at it, I can see why. And I know that he's currently doing, like, other series as well. Alright, so... we need more Pikmin, quite simply put. We need more Pikmin. Is that trying to tell me about camera controls or something else? Kind of. Okay, I gotta remember how to switch Pikmin in this game because it's different. Okay, it's not that button. Crap, what button is it? No, it's not that one. It's that one, there we go. Couldn't remember immediately. So that's the purple Pikmin just stunning enemies when it hits near them. So like I said, I want to have a good number of reds just because they're the only really types we have available right now, and because we can transform them into other Pikmin types. These are sheer grubs. Female sheer grubs, for that matter. They returned from the previous game. And the female ones are still just as useless as they were in the original game. They don't do anything. So we're going to pick all that up. We can fight this Bulborb if we want, but I might not do that just yet. So let them carry all that back. Again, we'd like to have a good number of Pikmin right now because we really don't have all that many, and having a lot of Pikmin is helpful. So we're going to go ahead and pluck them up. Alright, so we have a pretty good number of Pikmin now. This is good. This is very good. 93 Pikmin. Over here, we're going to make our Pikmin high. They're going to get high. Hopefully, they're going to be able to get high. If this thing doesn't have any nectar in it, I'm going to be a little bit unhappy with that. Alright, the Pikmin are now high. And when they turn high, or when they get high, they turn into flower Pikmin. And it makes them better at everything. I've never done weeds, so I don't actually know how it feels. That's probably a surprise to some people. Given how much I used to drink, that's probably a big surprise to some people. This game is a little bit more generous when it comes to the way the nectar works. It's less common to have a single Pikmin eat the entire drop of nectar. It still happens sometimes, but it's a lot less common than it was in the original. Because they fixed a lot of the problems with Pikmin 1 this time around. That's just my dryer. Alright, so purple Pikmin you can already see are much better in combat. We don't really need his corpse right now. I think we have enough Pikmin. So send 6 of them up there, or 5 of them up there for the Sunseed Berry. And they'll carry that back. When does Pikmin 4 come out? On Friday. Alright, I'm also going to let them do this. Because that's actually helpful. It'll make sense later. Ooh, Honeywisp. These guys fly around, and they drop nectars. If you manage to hit them out of the air. Which I failed at. Okay, they carried back the strawberry. Is it called a Sunseed Berry in this game, or was that in the second game? Okay, or third game, yep. So they do carry some names of fruits over, because some of the fruits are going to come back in Pikmin 3. And I don't know if they're going to come back in Pikmin 4, though, because we still don't fully know how Pikmin 4 is going to work with, like, story and everything. Because, like, we know that... Okay, so... I want to make sure that some leaves are here. Having them get these berries will be useful. Just get all the berries. Okay, there's one of you that didn't get a berry, or that wasn't flowered, so you're coming back here. Yeah, it comes out on Friday, and hopefully me and Lizard Guy will actually be getting the chance to stream it in co-op. That would probably be a lot of fun. Drunk Pikmin 4 stream with two idiots that created this YouTube channel 13 years ago. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. As well, I don't drink that much anymore, I will on special occasions like that. For sure. I will possibly be streaming Pikmin 4 day one. It depends. Part of the problem is that my internet at home, it's better than it was at first, but it's still not amazing. It's not as good as it is here. Not yet, at least. It will be eventually, but it's definitely not as good here as it, or there as it is here. So maybe, hopefully. Alright, so we have one red potion, the spicy spray. That will make sense later. I'd like to, and then also it depends on if me and Lizard Guy actually want to play that day one and stream it day one, because I did not know that he was going to be on leave. So obviously I'm going to prioritize hanging out with him and maybe Nick as well. If Nick's around, hopefully all three of us hang out and get into some mischief. Because I miss those guys, I don't get to hang out with them that often. Really looking forward to this. Much needed. Alright, so... Oh, okay, so... We can't get that one yet, that's right. We gotta go to the White Flower Garden first. Okay, is one of these a creep? Oh, great. I don't like this type of enemy here. I don't know why I don't have the easiest time dealing with them. These are creeping chrysanthemums. They pop up out of the ground. Sometimes they'll kill themselves or hurt themselves or stun themselves. Sometimes they will not. Luckily, that one wasn't much of a problem because we have purples. And we can't go past that gate over there because it's poisonous. Hey, what's up, Secret Underdog? I'm doing well. And what's my internet provider? Here it's Spectrum. Which hasn't been a problem ever since I complained to the Better Business Bureau about them a couple years ago for throttling my internet. They fixed it pretty damn quick after that. But at home, my parents have Starlink. Because they're out in the middle of the country where there's no major internet providers or anything. So they have Starlink. It's far better than it once was, but it's definitely not quality of, like, broadband or something. They're supposed to be getting, like, broadband or whatever by the end of this year. But for now, they're just using Starlink. And plus Starlink, one major thing about that one is, as great as it is and how helpful it's been for them to actually have reliable internet, it will go out in bad weather. I didn't actually need him to carry that back, but okay, he can feel special about himself. So it'll go out in, like, bad storms and stuff, which is kind of unfortunate. So this is the Hole of Beasts. This is our second cave in the game. The caves in this game are somewhat randomly generated. And that's what can make beating the game a little more difficult. So yeah, the caves in this game are randomly generated. So every time you play through it, you're going to get slightly different setups. And occasionally, you can actually get impossible layouts. That does happen on rare occasions. I don't think I've had an impossible layout yet. I've had layouts that didn't work with the Pikmin setup I had at the time, but that was only because I either didn't carry in the right amount of Pikmin or lost certain Pikmin. So that wasn't really the game. That was on me for when I should have played better. Okay, so we want to kill those, the male shear grubs. They're actually dangerous. Okay, so we're going to carry that back. That's our only treasure on this floor. Yeah, sometimes you can get impossible layouts. It's rare, but it can happen. I don't think I've had any impossible layouts yet on my playthroughs, but I could be wrong. It might have happened once and I don't really remember. There's one shear grub trying to follow that treasure. And they all just look around like, what just happened to the item we were carrying? I'm confused. Stone of Glory. A lot of the treasures have, like, the best names and descriptions. Like, some of them really are just bizarre. What Nintendo did and got away with. I'll definitely have to show a few of those off at some point. Like the leaf and the statue head. One of the chocolates. Just have some ridiculous names. Hole of Beasts, sub-level 2. So basically the whole goal of this cave is to get more purple Pikmin. Because we don't have enough yet. Because we can't actually progress without getting more. In later caves, things will drop from the ceiling in rooms like this. When there's just open areas like that, things will drop from the ceiling. Thankfully, that didn't happen here. The game's not that cruel. Alright, so we want to make sure that we're just changing red Pikmin into purples. And is there any treasure on this floor? They're singing a song, by the way. I think that's like the song that was used to showcase Pikmin in Japan, and it outsold the game. Vroom, vroom, fag with tiny penis driving by, vroom. Simply put, the larger and louder your vehicle, the tinier your penis. It's that simple. It's very simple math and science. And we get them ripping up and down the road here all the time. It is really annoying. It should be illegal. Or no, it shouldn't be illegal. It should be that you can have a loud, obnoxious vehicle like that, but you have to put a sticker on it that says, honk if you agree my penis is microscopic. Or honk if you agree I have a micro penis. That's what they should have on their cars. Because they probably do. That would explain a lot. Alright, fire hazards here. Red Pikmin can kill fire hazards. That's a weird place for one. Alright, take out all of those. I don't think we're going to get any more purple candy pop buds. Okay, nothing popped up from there. Aha, there's our first item. Okay, purple, you can get in on the action. Purples, for as strong as they are in combat, do move quite slowly, so you have to be a little bit careful. Okay, is this going to drop something from the ceiling on me? It is not, surprisingly. That's good. It did not. Though dropping a nectar egg would not have gone unnoticed. So here we have a Mahjong tile and a floppy disk as our items. So that's a Mahjong tile. I do not know how to play, like, actual Mahjong. I've only ever played, like, matching versions of Mahjong. Back in the old days, was never particularly good at it. And we have what appears to be a floppy disk with something written on it that I can't read because it's moving too quickly. But it says Nintendo. Product placement. I wonder how much some companies paid to be featured in this game. Cosmic Archive. And that's it. Cave cleared, or floor cleared. The caves get a lot harder than this. Especially when we get to the final area of the game. And I think it's only fair that at some point I probably will be needing to do the submerged castle, because it's entertaining for the viewers and horribly painful and terrifying for the player. For those of you who have played Pikmin 2, you know why. You know exactly why that cave is so special. Oh, nope. Get back here. Yeah, you know why that cave is special if you played this game before and beaten it. But if you haven't, I'll save that for later. You can feel free to guess at it. Alright, we're gonna have a bunch of flowered purples here. So like I said, they're less commonly gonna eat the entire thing of nectar on their own in this game compared to the first one. We have one purple left, but I want to look around and see if there's any candy pop buds or anything on this floor. There's a spotty bulborb over there. Oh, these things. I don't know what these are called. A lot of the enemies in this franchise have really weird names, and I don't know what this one's called. These weird crab things that come out of the ground. But they're actually a good thing, because if you kill them, you'll get a bunch of stuff out of it. A bunch of nectar. No, you do not need to carry that back. I thought I had one leaf left. I guess not. That one's deactivated. Yes, it is. Anything in here? Queen Candy Pop Bud? Nope. Yeah, the traps and stuff that those areas will give you later on are quite rude, to say the least. Okay. Easily killed. Oh, I see a Candy Pop Bud. That's what we like to see. Alright, let's throw a bunch of reds onto this one. Any other enemies back here? Nope. Take the playing card. And let's get 5 more purple Pikmin. I like more purple Pikmin, because they're overpowered as all hell. And they kind of break the game. But they're also adorable, fat little Pikmin. A Game & Watch. Only worth 280 Pokos. I'm pretty sure you can get $280 for some of them. Oh, do they carry... I guess they carry back all the corpses. Without my permission. Bad Pikmin. You were not told you could carry that back. I don't know if it gives you some kind of sexual gratification to carry things back to the onion. You know, that's a good question. It might actually do that. Because that's how they reproduce, by carrying back pellets. So maybe it gives them some kind of weird sexual gratification by carrying stuff back. The Luck Wafer. That's my assumption. I don't know if I really want to look too far into that. But I feel like that could be what's going on. Alright, we have 93 flowered Pikmin. We got lucky with those weird skitter creature things. Anything in this one? Nope, just nectar. I was hoping for maybe a potion drop. Because on my last playthrough of this game, I had the worst luck with purple potions. I didn't get a single one from an egg the entire playthrough. Which was awful. It made some of the later caves a little bit harder. I don't use them that much, but I literally didn't get a single one for like the entire playthrough, which is ridiculously bad luck. Alright. It's a boss fight. Against the Empress Bolblats. The giant worm-looking creature. And no, this is not the only time we'll be fighting this boss. We'll be fighting it several more times throughout the game. First time is fairly easy, though. First fight is pretty easy compared to the later ones. All she can really do is shake the Pikmin off and then roll around, but if she shakes too much, the Pikmin will go flying. And they'll be really hard to call back in time, and we really do not want to lose any purples this early in the game. We really don't want to lose a lot of purples at all, because there's one treasure at the end of the game that's going to require 100 purple Pikmin to get, which is a little absurd. So we're just going to play this safe. Let her roll. And this fight gets really bizarre in the later caves when you fight her again. Because she gains another attack. And it's one that I'm shocked Nintendo managed to release as a thing. And you'll see why when we get there. Because I know that I'm pretty sure we'll fight at least one more of these just to repay the debt. I think the last one's probably in the Wistful Wild, so we might not have to fight it. And dead. Easy peasy cave. Nothing too hard here. And this is a very good treasure. So in this game, the treasures that you collect actually do something. Unlike in Pikmin 1, where literally only one of them does anything. The radar is the only one that does anything in the original. In this game, all the boss treasures do something. In this case, this is your treasure gauge, which tells you if there are treasures nearby and if there are any left in the area or on the floor of the dungeon. Very useful. Boss corpses usually give you 15 Pokos, so they're maybe a little bit more worth carrying back as they're worth more than some low-level treasures. Ah, sorry, Ghost, I can't get on. I'm streaming. Ah, the one time. So, the treasure gauge. This thing will again tell us where treasures are. There are none left on this floor, so it turns gray. And we're out of the cave. Not too hard. No deaths. We are not done with this day, though. Gotta get to the White Flower Garden today. There are 201 treasures total, by the way, in this game. Which is quite a bit. Far more than the other two games. First Pikmin had 30 items. Pikmin 3 has 66. Plus a few other items, so like 70-ish. This one has over 200. It's much more. 20% of the debt has been recovered. Alright, so we got... Ooh. Kill, 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 kill. You know what? Let them just carry those back. And then the sprouts should be full-grown Pikmin. I left VSN for Nintendo. Not fully. Just for a few days. Just enjoying a little bit of Pikmins. One of my all-time favorites. So, only 100 Pikmin are allowed to be in the field at a time. You're going to see that I only have 95. That's because there are Pikmin in another area of this whole area of the game that we can't get to yet. We'll get to them later. Yeah, just a temporary leaving of PSN to play a franchise that I've always loved. Alright, so we're going to weigh this bag down. Easy enough. Now, we're going to wait for this thing to come out of the ground. I don't remember what these things are called. Maybe is it a cloaking burrow knit? Is that what it's called? I legitimately don't remember. The enemies in these games have just bizarre names, and I really don't remember all of them, because they're so far out there. Alright, the White Flower Garden. You can see that there are poison traps here, but we have no way to fight poison. Not yet. That's what you said when you put World of Warcraft back on the PC. Just for a little while. No, in this case it is only going to be for a while. mostly to play through a few Pikmin games on stream, and then Pikmin 4 when it comes out, of course. Okay, so this cave has a lot of sheer grubs, male and female, that will kill Pikmin very quickly if you let them. They're not as aggressive as they were in Pikmin 1, though. They're not as dangerous. Okay, is this where we're going to start getting traps thrown on us, or is that in the next cave? That might be the next cave. Yeah, I think we're okay in here. Yeah, we're okay for now. Alright, let him carry that back. Kind of clumsy in here. I know it's kind of an awkward floor, but I'm being a little bit clumsy. And by the way, if you throw a Pikmin off the side, they die. If anyone was curious about that. I assume some people out there probably were. We are sacrificing no Pikmin to floors falling out under them, or throwing them off the side. Shoe polish. Alien billboard. You gotta love some of the treasure names and such in this game. Alright, let's delve deeper. And also, Ghost, the good thing is that these games are much shorter than World of Warcraft. Pikmin 1's 3 to 4 hours. Pikmin 3 is like 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours. This one's 15-ish, like, yeah, around 15 hours. At least they're all a little bit shorter. Okay, what kind of layout did we get here? Pick that up. Okay, fiery blowhogs. Yes, you gotta love the names of the enemies in this franchise. Fiery blowhogs. They shoot fire out of their mouths at you. And it will set your Pikmin on fire if they're not red. Coconut water. Is that a thing that people actually drink? Like, on places, on, like, non-tropical islands? Maybe on a tropical island it makes sense. I'm just wary because this might be where we start having things drop out of the sky on us. So I want to be a little bit more careful. Oh, that's kind of a bad placing for that. It's usually a more obvious, like, divot there than what we got. Okay, so kill another fiery blowhog. Anything here? Nope. I'm just used to all of them always being traps. Because they are in the later dungeons. Constantly. Okay, there's one Steve trying to carry that back. It's a diamond! Diamond! Petrified heart. How's a diamond only worth 100 Pokos? I know you said that 100 Pokos is a year's salary, but still. When that thing's worth that much, but some of the other items are worth like several hundred. Freaking Doomsday apparatus. I mean, I guess that would make sense because it's so hard to carry back, but still. Alright, floor number 3. Is this where we're going to get something important? Or are they going to drop bomb rocks on my head? Nope, something important. White candy pop buds. Pikmin racism. As there are purple Pikmin, but there are not black Pikmin. There are only white Pikmin. There's kind of black Pikmin in Pikmin 3 with rock Pikmin. Kind of. Pikmin racism. Alright. We did that. Let's withdraw our Pikmins. Oh, look at it! It looks like Voldemort. It's so pale. With giant red eyes and literally coughs poison. So white Pikmin are another entirely new type. And they have a couple of attributes. Actually, they have the most of any Pikmin type. They move the fastest of all Pikmin types, which is nice. So they already move the fastest. They can dig hidden items up out of the ground, which is why you often need to have a few with you just to dig things up. So they can dig things out of the ground. And... ooh, get that nectar. And they are immune to poison. Which means that they can break down, like, poison generators and such. But another interesting factor of white Pikmin, or poison Pikmin, whatever you wish to call them, is that they are fully capable, or, excuse me, that's not the right word. No, what else they'll do is, if they get eaten by an enemy, they will actually poison the enemy and do damage to them. Very, very helpful. Okay, before you take that back, yeah, they can be very helpful for taking out certain enemies if you have a lot of them. Because they can just be used to sacrifice against the larger enemies. Alright, we have 93 flowered Pikmin again. That's a good day. We like having lots of flowered Pikmin. So go ahead and carry this back, this giant roll of tape. And the rest of us will head toward the exit. Well, just carry the giant roll of duct tape back, please. And all the Pikmin are just like, where did it go? Where'd our thing go? We wanted to play with that. Super Stick Textile. And that's it for this floor. There's maybe one or two more floors in this dungeon, cave, whatever you wish to call it. Maybe we'll get another white flower down here. Would be nice. I'd like to have a few more, white Pikmin. Alright, so we broke that open. So these are poison generators. These are the things that we need white Pikmin for. One of the things we need them for. I do have to be careful, though, because traps might start happening here. And they got that back real fast. It's a mushroom. What's it called? Toxic Toadstool. Yeah, kids, don't just go out and eat mushrooms from your backyard. Make sure that they aren't something dangerous first. Because some mushrooms are not safe to eat. Other plants are not safe to eat. So please don't just go out and eat random things. And maybe the Copites would be happier about these because they need them more to eat, but we're not too desperate here. Captain Olimar is okay. Another thing about this game is that while there is a time limit each day, there is no day limit, unlike in Pikmin 1 and 3, where you have a limited amount of time on the planet. In this one, you can spend as much time as you want. At least I think you can. I don't know if you can spend, like, a full, like, more than 99 days. Maybe you can, I don't know. I actually don't know that. I might want to look that up now and just see. Alright, so one more floor, I believe, and then we'll go off out of this cave. Use the new white Pikmin to hopefully open up a gate or two, or at least start working on one. Do wish we had more than 10 of them, though, or 15 of them. You don't need a ton of white Pikmin for a playthrough, maybe 50 at most. They're not used that often, mostly just to clear poison traps and to dig things up. Oh, I remember. I know what boss this is, and I'm not that good at fighting it. Alright. Here, the Burrowing Snagret, or Snagret, however it's pronounced. Basically, you swarm its head as it comes up out of the ground. And if you can get enough Pikmin on it quickly, they will finish it off quickly. I'm not great at fighting these things. I'm a little bit hit or miss on them. That one, thankfully, went very well. That went exceptionally well compared to how I'm used to playing. We also get the most useless of the boss treasures in the game. That is by far the most useless of all of the boss treasures. Okay, I like that we're getting our Pikmin reflowered, but I was kind of hoping for a potion. So that's actually a little more useful right now. So, carry that back. It's the only item on the floor. And coffee. All right. It's the 5-man knapsack. Again, these names make you say things. The material looks comfortable. I will use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. So this is the most useless treasure in the game. Because all it does is it allows the Pikmin to carry you back to the onion like you could do in Pikmin 1. Completely useless unless you're using some glitches to speedrun certain parts of the game or do certain challenges. Because there's something you can do with it to skip some areas. But we're not doing that, of course. Alright, 0 Pikmin deaths. And 7 treasures collected. Alright. All 7. Alright. We don't have a ton of... Or actually, we do have a bit of time left. Okay. Now, if you really wanted to grab some more white Pikmin today, one strategy you could do is run back through the white flower garden. It wouldn't be a bad strategy, because you could easily then just sprout 15 more of them. Like I said, you don't need a ton of them in the game, but you do need some of them in this area, for sure. That red's gonna get poisoned, because it's an idiot. So, the red let himself get caught in the poison. He's not immune to it, so he will die if we don't whistle him quickly. Alright, so we're going to let them work on that wall, and I'm going to take the other 5 over to the other wall to start working on. Nothing we can do up there yet, because there's a yellow gate, which is a different kind of hazard that we don't have immunity to yet, and it's far more devastating in this game. Alright, so I will let Olimar stay here for now to watch over this. Actually making pretty good time here. You know what I can do? I can send the reds over here to grab some more potions while we have some time. Yeah, let me do that. Let me let the reds grab some potion materials here. There is a treasure right up there, but we can't get it yet. We can't throw our Pikmin high enough yet. They've made no progress on that wall, really, or they've made 1/3. Oh, great, there's a creepy chrysanthemum on the other side. I really don't like fighting those things because for some reason I struggle with them more than other enemies. I don't know why. They're not that hard to kill, but I just struggle with them more. This is good. We should end up getting another potion out of this. Yeah, that should get us another potion, so that's good. Always good to have a potion. The red potions are much more useful than the other one. Than the purple potions overall. They both have their uses. Come on, I need them to get through that quickly. Tempted to bring the other whites over here to tear this down because there's really nothing else we can do here until we get the part that's back there. Brian from PS5 Trophies just... Yeah, I saw that. He finished Super Meat Boy. Good for him. That's not something I plan to suffer through, ever. Because I will get way too frustrated at it. Okay, Olimar has no chance of getting that down in time, so I'm going to bring the other whites over here. And hopefully finish this off and possibly get it back. I have about 2 minutes left in the day. I don't know if I'm going to have time, though. I'm not going to reset or anything because it's fine. We can use the rest of the day to grow a few extra Pikmin or something. That's fine. Or even just end the day early. So yeah, if you were really trying to, like... If you were trying to do, like, a day speed run, so beat the game in as few days as possible, it would definitely make sense to maybe rerun the White Flower Garden. Oh, crap, no. Yeah, to rerun the White Flower Garden real quick and get more white Pikmin. That's only if you were doing a day speed run, not an actual time speed run. Okay, kill this creeping chrysanthemum, hopefully. And dead. Alright. So this is the other half of the treasure we collected in the first cave in the game. And if we can get it back... I'm going to keep a few Pikmin here to get this bridge going. Oh, are they going to go this way? They're not going to get that back in time, are they? Yeah, they're not. There's pretty much no way. Okay, Louis, you stay here. Or actually, no, we have about a minute left. It's going to be close. That's just telling us the day's about to end. So slightly inefficient. If I had brought those other white Pikmin over, I think I probably would have been able to get this back today. But again, Pikmin 2 is the one that I know the least. So tomorrow, we'll literally just be breaking down that, or getting that bridge going, can't do anything over there, and breaking through that other area. So it's going to be kind of a waste tomorrow. Could get a few more potions tomorrow at least. At least then I can actually get a purple potion, so I actually have one on this next playthrough. He's not even going to miss it by much either, which is awful. Okay, you guys come back. And we're good. Won't leave any behind, but again, unfortunately, if I'd had about 30 more seconds, that part would have been back. So that's unfortunate. All them Bulborbs there. Well, all 3 of them. It's not that many. Actually, there is another treasure I can get tomorrow as well, so... There's a couple things we can get tomorrow, just not much. I meant to see how many Pikmin we lost, but it wasn't a lot. How's progress, Olimar? Remember, you'll never get anything done if you sit back and watch from afar. Press ZR for a close-up view of the action. Alright, so unfortunately we gotta come back here for literally like a third of a day. But it'll give me a chance to get some more potions, which will be more useful in a few fights later. So it's alright. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, he's just telling us the white Pikmin are in there happily. And that you can quit a day early if you want. Alright, so we're going to grab our 15 white Pikmin. Those are not dangerous. And we're going to take Louie over to the right over here. Also, those who played the original game might see some familiarities with this area. It looks quite similar to an area from Pikmin 1. Alright, so we're going to do that. I don't really think there's any enemies, so I'll just grab... I mean, I might as well just grab all the Pikmin. It's not like I have all that many, so... Yeah, 95 total, that's fine. As many as we can have right now. Okay, I have no idea what these bugs are called, but they will end up like damaging the berries and eating them, so we don't want that. And they're going to carry that back, apparently. Okay, fine. If they want to have that corpse, they can have it. I really don't care. Have the corpse if you want it. Enjoy it. Deliciously eat it, if that's what you do. Oh, so, yeah, I forgot about that. So in this game, I guess the treasures don't stay where you move them to, like they do in the first and third games. Because I think they move with you in the first game. We might as well just finish the bridge first. Yeah, just finish the bridge first. That'll be faster. And this gate is far from being down. But it's good. It's going to get us some more stuff. We're going to be able to get a purple potion, which is useful. Come on. Tear down the bridge. Or maybe I should have just put all my Pikmin yesterday on the bridge instead. Nothing else we can do on the left. So, get as many of them on this as we can, and they will carry that back. And that'll allow us to go to a new area and get a new type of Pikmin tomorrow. And the rest of you... sure, carry both of those back. Why not? Can't hurt. So we're going to carry the rest of our Pikmin over to the right over here. We're going to need them here. Once that gate goes down, there's a cave up there. We can't get to it yet. Alright, they are almost done. Just break up the poison generators. And good. Alright, so I have a bit of a puzzle here. Not much of one, but what we gotta do is... gotta toss all of our Pikmin up here. Then... Louie's gonna go right here. And Olimar... just gonna toss a couple of those Pikmin right up there. Louie's just gonna go up here. And there's an item up here. It's a Chance Cube. It's actually called a Chance Totem in this game, which is hilarious. Kind of. Alright, they're gonna move that. And the rest of them are gonna work on this right here. Probably only going to get one thing of purple berries back today, maybe two. How quickly are these going to respawn? Actually, very quickly. Thought they took longer. Alright, they got the other half of the globe back. Why were they only carrying it on one side? Because logic, I guess. Geographic projection. We're at 30% of the debt recovered, which is pretty solid. And now we have a new area of the world that we can explore. 30% of the debt recovered! Alright, so they got that. That's the last above... Actually, no, it's not the last above ground treasure we can get. There is one more. Almost forgot about it. I happen to have a chance cube. And those Pikmin are up there helping, so... let them go for that if they can. I don't know if I have any white Pikmin in the group right now. I don't think so, so... Gonna have to wait for them to carry those berries back. Okay, the purple berries create a different kind of spray that has other uses, but isn't the most overly useful thing in the game. Excellent. So now... we'll kill the shear grubs first, just so they don't get in the way. You know what, Reds? Sure, you can have these. There's literally nothing else for you to do today, so you might as well just take these back. Oh! Iridescent Flint Beetle. These little guys will drop items for you if you damage them. They will generally just drop... Like, the first hit, they will drop pellets. Second hit, they will drop nectar. Third hit, they will sometimes drop potions. Yes, he did. And there's a very nice glitch you can use with these, but I'll show it off later. Hey, Reese. Nah, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. And there is a very nice glitch you can do with these if you have both captains close together that can allow you to get double. Other captain isn't here right now, and I don't need multiple at the moment, so I'll just go ahead and collect one of them. I'd love to know how he drinks that through his spacesuit. But he does, somehow. Alright, so there's one more item we can pick up here today. Honeywisp. Alright, we're just going to toss a bunch of Pikmin up here and let them dig this item up. Alright, so Louie... I want to make sure we have a purple potion going into the future of the game, because I didn't have that last time. Come on, dig it up faster. Perfect. Alright, so they're going to carry that back. Getting lots of berries. You got the Platinum and Saints Row Get Out of Hell. Ben 10 Power Trip PS5, and it's buggy. Ooh, I know nothing about that one. I did like one Ben 10 game back in the day, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. Alright, so we have one Ultra Bitter Spray that we'll save for later. I can think of at least one place I want to use it at. Those Pikmin are just chilling there, like just having a straight-up picnic. The Pilgrim Bulb. Alright, well that is everything we can do here. Unless we wanted to go farm more Pikmin, which I'm not going to bother with because that seems like cheating a little bit and isn't really entertaining. Where are their Pikmin? There's one red right there. I hope that's the only one that's currently missing. Because I do not want to go searching for more. I think he's the only... I think they're the only ones. Oh, look at that. There was another berry here. Oh, yep, there sure were a few more here. Well, good job, guys. You did well. So we have a fully flowered squad of purples and whites. We have as many of those flowered as possible. Oh, maybe not on purples, actually. There's still 2 purples in here. I would like to have as many flowered Pikmin as possible while we still have some time. Hey, Layan. Alright, 80 Pikmin. Let me go ahead and get our last 2 purples out. And let me extract as many reds as we can. Ooh, yeah, we got a bunch of leaf reds. Let's see if we can get some nectar out of this grass right here. It's the last thing we can do today. It's like I said, I'm not going to go farm for white Pikmin. That seems like kind of dumb. Or not dumb at all. It makes sense as a strategy, but it would be really boring, and it's not overly necessary. Alright. We have fully flowered our purples and whites and most of our reds, which is good. Do I know what my next game is going to be? Not yet. I mean, a big part of me is planning on doing Modern Warfare 2 on the PS4, even though I know I'm probably going to regret it. Throw all the purples over here. Or, not purples, flowers. Just get them out of the way, except that now they're going to carry that back, so we're going to end up with a few flowered or unflowered ones, which is fine. If they want to do that, they can do that. They can have some fun. I really don't care. But other than that, it's just working on Division 2 mainly and whatever else I decide to do. Let's try to... It's not like in the later games where they're a little bit easier to separate. I just kind of want to get all the flowers out of the group so that they don't get in the way while drinking the nectar. It won't cause much of a problem. I want to deal with it. You got the platinum today on Stranded Deep. Nice. That's the one that everyone found out had the change to the trophies, right? That makes it way easier. Alright, well we have... All of our Pikmin are flowers. So I think I am going to end the in-game day. Go to sunset. Lots and lots of flowered Pikmin. See if they do anything silly in the cutscene. Doesn't look like it. Going back to COD Ghost because someone's going to help with Extinction. Honestly, Extinction's grown on me. It's not as bad to me as it was when it came out. The Platinum isn't too bad either, but some of the DLC is pretty tough. Or trickier. Especially if you don't have a good group. If you have a good group, it's probably not going to cause you a ton of problems for the most part, but there are a few tougher maps. Alright, so far we've lost a grand total of 5 to battle on that very first day of combat. Olimar, good work so far. I hereby promote you to Assistant Manager. Press X to divide up work and Y to delegate more to your subordinate leader. Hope all goes smoothly. I have no idea what accent that was. Alright, a new area has been discovered. But before we head there, I need to pee. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Alright, much better. Perplexing pool. New area with 4 caves and some above-ground treasures. And, hopefully, a new type of Pikmin. Because we can't do much more in the other areas yet. There's something on the tree. You gonna head out now? I don't blame you, man. I know it's much later over there, like probably 2 or 3 in the morning. As soon as I finish my stream, I'll head off to bed. Alright, so today we're going to get out about 40 reds for now. And 20 purples. And 10 whites. I'm not going to have much use for these other Pikmin, but I just want to have them more for combat purposes. More than anything, we need to sprout some new Pikmin types. It's the yellow Pikmin, hanging out on a tree. I think it'd be cool if in Pikmin 4 they actually have, like, Pikmin out and about in the world that you can collect. Because they haven't really done that before. Okay, Shearwigs, another annoying type of enemy. Not as bad in this game as they used to be, but they will fly in and take your Pikmin. Or they are just sheer grubs that can fly. And another new type of enemy, the yellow Wollywog. Thankfully, greatly nerfed from their dangers in Pikmin 1. Not really all that dangerous at all if you have purple Pikmin. Alright, so now we need to get up here. Get all our purples up there. Definitely need them for combat. Get the whites up there as well for now. Alright, so let's see. Okay, Louie, you get right there. Louie, I guess you get to meet the Pikmin first, because you're special like that. Louie. Olimar. Louie. Olimar. Alright, Swooping Snitchbug, another new type of enemy. They will swoop down and steal your Pikmin and go and bury them somewhere else on the map. They're really annoying. Okay, so he'll just stay there for the rest of the day, or for all the space and time as needed. And actually, there's a couple things I want to do over here. First, okay, you know what? You can have that Pikmin for now. I'll save him later. Kill the fiery blowhog, get him out of the way. And the other thing about these guys is that I think they deflower the... Again, this game is going to make you say things that make you question your sanity. Alright, so open that up. There is going to be a cave over here that we immediately have access to, but I just want to check and see what's in it. Probably going to need yellow Pikmin to deal with it. Is this the Citadel of Spiders, or is that later? Actually, yeah, I don't remember if this is that one. Signals can very well mean that the hole is filled with wretched, nasty bugs. This isn't Glutton's Kitchen, is it? No, it's the Citadel of Spiders, okay. So we're going to let them build that bridge. Oh, that's not good. If you throw Pikmin directly on top of them, that's usually the best way to kill them. And this is almost done. Throw them up there. They could also work on that bridge, but that's just dangerous. I'd rather do that with blues later on. Alright, and there are... Yep, there's 2 right there, but we can get them out of the ground. Come on, get up. Okay, Fiery Bulborb. Not fun to fight. Not an enemy I'm particularly good at fighting. They'd be good to use a purple spray on, but I don't really want to waste it on him. So I'm actually going to use a red spray here. A spicy spray, as it's known. This makes the Pikmin much more agile for a short time. And therefore much more deadly. Good job, boys. You did great. Nicely done there, boys. Nicely done. Alright, he's dead. Alright, so... that's a yellow gate that we can't do anything about. Ooh, yeah, there's nothing there that they can break down this time. Okay, well... what am I gonna do with these guys? I'm gonna take like 10 of them and start working on that bridge over there. I should be able to get 10 of them safely along the path. Or 8, that's fine too. Yeah, we'll take 8 over there and get them to start working on the path. Might as well. Yeah, they'll go along this. So if I can get that bridge done, that would be kind of nice. Alright, you guys go to work right there. And you're just going to wait here for a minute. Lots of waiting around. I'm sure this could have done more efficiently if I really wanted to. Break all the eggs open, see if we get any potions. No potions. Save that nectar for later. We want to save that for the yellows. I should have probably just brought more white Pikmin. Actually, I'm just going to go grab some white Pikmin. I actually don't need all that many yellows at this point, or reds. I'd rather have yellows, rather sprout more yellows. Let's just take the reds back. Let's grab the remaining whites. There we go. And by the way, you can't just have white or purple Pikmin carry corpses and stuff back. It will not give you any, or they'll go to a random onion is what they'll do. Not particularly beneficial overall. All those Pikmin are just going to chill out there for now. We will at least go into the Citadel of Spiders today. That won't be a problem. We'll definitely go in there. Take it out. Might be able to get to Glutton's Kitchen as well if I'm quick. I don't know about that, though. Glutton's Kitchen doesn't give you a lot of Pokos. It's not that hard of a dungeon, but it doesn't give you a whole lot of Pokos either. Also, I do wish this game had a Go Here feature on the map, the way that... They didn't add that in, did they? No, I don't think so. It's in Pikmin 3, they have a Go There feature that's great. Unfortunately, it's not in this one, as far as I can tell. Alright, just finished tearing that down. And there we go. Alright, and over here, summon the yellow Pikmin. Aw, look at it. Look at it wobble its head and its giant ears. So, you may remember that in Pikmin 1, yellow Pikmin were by far the most useless of the 3 types in the original game. Because in the original game, they could carry bomb rocks, which was really only needed to access certain areas of the map, more than anything else. They really weren't needed for anything aside from accessing certain areas of the map. In this game, they are much, much more useful. Because they also were needed for being... Like, they can still be thrown high in this game, but their ability to be thrown higher is a lot more useful in this game than it was in Pikmin 1. It's needed for a fair number of items throughout the game. They can't carry bomb rocks anymore because no one can carry bomb rocks anymore. They're just a hazard type now, which is unfortunate. That's rectified in Pikmin 3 and probably will be a thing in Pikmin 4 if I had to guess. But most notable about yellows in this game is that they are immune to electricity. Electricity is the most devastating hazard in the game, without a doubt. In this game, electricity will instantly kill any non-yellow Pikmin that touches it. In Pikmin 3, that's changed. In Pikmin 3, electricity is severely nerfed and not really all that much of a threat. But in Pikmin 2, it will one-shot... make sure that this goes to yellows, please. Yeah, in Pikmin 2, it will one-shot any non-yellow that touches it. So electricity is very dangerous in this game. Which is why we want to have yellow Pikmin for sure. So it makes them far more useful this time around. Definitely want to have a good number of yellows. I would argue that in many ways they're definitely more useful than reds in this game. And arguably more useful than blues. I mean, blues are needed for several areas, or for several parts of the game, for sure. But yellows are at least upped a lot in usefulness this time around, so happy for them. Alright, so now that we have a good number of yellows, I want to be able to get into the Citadel of Spiders today. And actually, you know, clear a dungeon. So let's get as many of them flowered as we can. That's good, have lots of them flowered. I think we can get a few purples flowered as well. Or the one purple that isn't flowered, apparently. And what is... Okay, that's cleared. Perfect. So at least that bridge is open. So we'll need to take yellows over there eventually as well. Now we just need to get a good Pikmin layout for the Citadel of Spiders. With that one, there's no poison hazards, but there might be something buried. I can't remember which caves have buried items in them, so I always bring a few white Pikmin in. This is mostly going to be a red, yellow, purple dungeon. So we're taking all the yellows that we have. And we're going to drop off most of the whites. And we might as well bring the other... Actually, you know what? The 20 purples that we have is going to be enough. And we're going to go in with 95 Pikmin because this is another thing. I can never remember which caves have Bulbmin in them. So I'm going to make sure to go in with 95 just in case there are Bulbmin. Alright, Citadel of Spiders, next cave. This is going to get us to probably 4,000 or so Pokos. Glutton's Kitchen, again, doesn't have a whole lot. Submerged Castle has some, but we're obviously not... We can't get to that one yet. I don't even think we can get to the shower room yet, either. Okay, is this where they start throwing traps out of the ceiling on us? Possibly. I feel like it probably is. Is that a Skitterleaf? It is. It's too simple. Okay, so those are Skitterleaves. They're not dangerous in this game. They're way more dangerous in Pikmin 3 because they're a lot more faster and aggressive. And also you're going to notice that time does not pass in caves, which is nice. Which is how people can do like 8-day runs of this game. another skitter leaf. Get out of here. Okay, is this gonna... No traps, good. Alright. Got that. I'm almost positive we're gonna start seeing traps here, though. Oh, purple Pikmin, we love you so much because you're so overpowered. I'm sure people out there have done, like, purple-less runs outside of the couple of treasures you have to pick up with them. Like, no purples in combat type of run. Because you can't beat the game without purple Pikmin because you need them to open some areas. Okay. Is this going to drop a trap on me? Surprisingly, no. Okay. Is that actually it? That might be it for this floor. Yeah, it's just a bunch of skitter leaves. Well, alright then. A bunch of skitter leaves and shearwigs. Not too much going on down here. Unless there's a buried treasure, which we'll know in a second if there is, but I don't think there is. Nice job, boys. It's 40 Pokos. It's a tomato. Yeah, that's it for this floor. Okay. Not too much going on there, then. I'm not a fan of tomatoes as just a raw piece of food. I like the things that tomatoes make, but tomatoes themselves, just eating one raw, no thank you. So both taste and texture is something I don't like about them, so... Texture more than taste, but technically both, so... Alright, are there going to be traps this time? Probably. Oh! There was a trap, technically. But it was an egg. So, in the future, when eggs fall, instead of eggs falling, it's going to be something a little more dangerous. Wollywog! Aw, hey, buddy. Oh, he's glitched. Well, that's a good thing for us. Kill him, get him out of the way. I don't want to deal with him again. Okay, new enemy here. Dweevils. In this case, fire variant. Dweevils come in all different types. And they have different elemental abilities. The red ones will spit out fire. But we can just finish them off very quickly with purple Pikmin. They will also run around and pick up items as well as corpses, which is strange but also hilarious when they pick up corpses. Because it's so just out there. Uh-oh, there's another Wollywog. Don't you think about it, Wollywog. So when they pick something up, you just have to throw Pikmin on them until they drop it. It's all red. Oh, he picked it back up. Of course he did. If only the Wollywogs could kill their friends. You gonna jump? Oh, this can be bad. That was almost bad. Just get them all out of there. Alright, there we go. Looks like he dropped something. Bottle cap. Another bottle cap. Yeah, be very careful on the electric Dweevils. They're a lot more dangerous. Because of how dangerous electricity is. Alright, treasure right here. Oh, okay, yep. I knew it. More traps being dropped. But at least they're eggs for now. They're going to be much more dangerous later. 50 Pokos, not a lot. Dang, I thought we'd get to 4,000 in here. May not. It's the bot. So we got 50 from the first thing, and 40 from the Love Nugget. That's worth 100. Blackberry Soda. It was probably something else in the original. And otherwise, the head of a rubber ducky. And sure, you can enjoy those corpses if you want them. Maybe they taste good. There's another gate over here. I don't think there's going to be a treasure back there, but let's see what the gate is. Sometimes gates lead to nothing. Paradoxical Enigma. I have no idea why it's called that. Okay, so that's actually it. This could have a candy pop bud behind it, though. It could spawn a candy pop bud. That's what we're hoping for. Oh, there's an egg. If one of them wanted to spawn a queen candy pop bud, I would not complain because we could get more yellows. Nope. It's not a trap. Okay, got all of that. Still have 95 flowered Pikmin, I believe. So let's get on out of here. Good job, boys. Or, yeah, you're all flowered. You're all flowered. Wonderful. Let's get out of here. Next floor. Yeah, these early caves are relatively easy, but they get brutal later in the game. Some of the later caves, even here, are pretty brutal. Even some of the ones in the Valley of Repose are brutal. Awakening Wood isn't too bad, but there are some brutal ones later. Okay, Anode Beetles. New enemy type. Queen Candy Pop Bud. Wasn't actually expecting one to drop there. I was being sarcastic earlier. I didn't think they dropped in this cave. So Anode Beetles are really, really dangerous because if they have a partner near them, they'll create an electrical current that will kill any Pikmin caught between it. Not a good day when that happens. Okay, so we're going to change one of our reds into a yellow here. Into yellows. Because what these do is they sprout up to like 9 Pikmin at a time. So now we're up to 100 Pikmin. And we have more yellows, which is most of what we wanted that for. Because yellow Pikmin are very helpful. Okay, for a second, I legitimately for a second thought they put the cave exit behind a wall that couldn't be broken. Okay, that was not unexpected. That is not a normal trap. I'm used to there being like bomb rocks and stuff, but not a swooping snitch bug. So yeah, that's an example of a trap. A swooping snitch bug came in. Not a dangerous trap, but not a pleasant one. Not one that I was really expecting. But enemies will sometimes drop as traps. And it's not fun when that happens. Alright, let's take our yellows. So like I said, we are going to need a fair number of yellows in this game because they're needed to deal with the electrical hazards. They're also very good during the final battle. Sort of like how they were in Pikmin 2, but more so. Or Pikmin 1, but more so. In Pikmin 3, I'd say that they're probably the medium tier Pikmin of Pikmin 3. Like, they're not as useful as they are in Pikmin 2, but they're still definitely more useful in Pikmin 3 than the reds are, or the blues. Because you can legitimately beat Pikmin 3 without blue Pikmin if you're using glitches. I think you can, actually. I think you can beat it with just wings. I don't think... You can't 100% Pikmin 3 without blues, but you don't really need them that much. They're not useful. Yeah, in Pikmin 3, you only need them for like 1 day unless you're using glitches. In which case, you don't need them at all. Or if you're 100%ing it, you do need them. Okay, so I'm going to show the glitch off here. What you can do is push a captain into it and have the other captain interact with it at the same time. You get double the potions. Very useful. Kind of cheaty, but very useful. Did they carry something back? Oh, they did. I didn't tell you you could have that. Bad Pikmin AI. You know better than that. Okay, more swooping snitch bugs. You can have whatever's around here because you can clear it out. So it's not in my way anymore. Okay, is this gonna spawn a trap of any kind? Nope. I see more Anode Beetles over there, so... I only want to bring around yellows for this. Because yellows are completely unharmed by this type of enemy. And got it. Okay, more swooping snitch bugs. And I'm more worried about the anode beetles than the swooping snitch bugs. Swooping snitch bugs aren't going to cause any problems with, if I only have yellows here. Come on. There we go. Is that going to finish him off? Possibly. Gonna be close. Got him. Okay, more anode beetles. Again, not really much of a threat. 2 yellow Pikmin at least. Oh, there's a buried treasure here. That's why we bring whites. This gonna spawn a trap? Surprisingly, no. Alright, so we can bring our other Pikmin now. I'll make sure they all end up flowered by the end of this. Alright, so there is a buried treasure here, so we're going to let the whites dig that up. Oh. There's not. Okay, never mind. It was the other treasure making it go off. Oh! It was this one. Okay, well, I was kind of right. Alright, start digging it. Digging up, oh, digging. Digging up, oh, digging. Right, I'm just ready in case something drops from the ceiling again. Uh-oh. I got that back, which is good, but that disrupts me if something jumps down. Okay, 130 Pokos for a can of pineapples. I was fully ready for something to drop there. Surprisingly did not. Still plenty of time for something to drop over here, though. They definitely break down walls faster in this game, though, than they did in the last one. And I don't even think there are twig walls in Pikmin 3. There's sand walls, though, which work similarly. And there's still rock walls in Pikmin 3, of course. Alright, they got that back. That should be everything on this floor. Let's get everyone flowered up, and then we can head down to the next floor. Memorial Shell, another 100 Pokos. There we go. Now we're racking up some money. Alright, guys. There's not very many of you that aren't flowered. There's only a couple of you that are. Or aren't. Alright. Yeah, those are the only ones. Awesome. Well, just because I'm worried about traps randomly dropping, even though they probably won't, I'm just going to run onto the exit myself. Because it doesn't matter if the Pikmin are with you or not. As long as you get to the exit, they will come with you. Alright. Sub-level 4. Ooh, white candy pop buds. We like that. Reds, you're gonna get another chance at life here. So that's gonna get us more white Pikmin. What was that just popped up over there? Oh, it's those things. Oh, water dumples. These things are really annoying in Pikmin 1 because I suck at fighting them. They're nowhere near as bad in this game, though, thanks to purples, because you can just stun lock them. So they're not too bad this time around. I think there's another one coming through. At least he was trying to. No, I don't think he's there. Okay. Ooh, there's a wall here that we can break down. I'll have that real quick. Alright, this is good. We do need more white Pikmin at some point. Okay, what's gonna be in here? Oh! These things. Okay. These might be called, like, Hermit Crawlmads? Maybe that's their name? I legitimately am not 100% sure. And they're carrying back what looks like a piece of chocolate. This is a weird dungeon layout, actually. This is a rather weird layout for this floor. There's a lot of close-together walls and things to break down. Only 15 Pokos for a piece of chocolate. The king of sweets. You guys break down this one, or start on it. Surprisingly, nothing came down from the ceiling that time. Again, it's just something I'm fully expecting at any given point. Okay. It's another cave exit done. Let's look around, see if we can find some nectar. Maybe another white candy pop bud. It's a matchbox with Bowser on it. Flame of Tomorrow. Also hardly worth anything. Ooh, there is more treasure here, too. So we're not going to be done here anyway. Of course not. There's another Hermit Crawlmad up there, or whatever it's called. No! Stun him. Oh, crap. He actually got one. Damn. I was hoping we were going to get through this cave without a loss. He's in a really bad position, though, to be honest. You did not just eat one. Unbelievable. Lost a yellow. God, he is in such a bad spot, though. Oh! What the? Okay, that was weird. I think I hit the wrong button. Okay, he ate a white Pikmin. That wasn't good. That was a really bad floor. So here's what we do when we have a really bad floor like that. We quit out, and we close the software, and we go back in, and the game saves on every floor. So we're going to do that, because I wasted a bunch of Pikmin on that floor, because I got a really crappy layout. Because those stupid crab things, it's not that they're that hard to kill without losing Pikmin, but if you get a layout like that, where they can just jump off the ledge onto you, it's kind of unfair. Alright, let's try again. Hopefully the layout's a little bit better this time, and there's none of those guys up on a ledge on top of me like that. Okay, there's an egg. We'll get that in a second. Or we're just going to lose Pikmin to one of these guys. Or not, but again, they're actually annoying. Okay, so there's our white candy pop bud. It's still here, thankfully. We'll harvest them later. Not important yet. Let's clear the floor first. Is he up on a ledge again? Sort of. That's a much better way to kill him. And he's dead. Alright, so with him down, what's behind here? There's going to be another one somewhere, of course. Okay, fine, you can carry that back if you really want to. There's the matchbox. And is there anything else up there? There is not. But there is going to be more stuff. Oh, that's the exit. Oh, okay. Where's the other treasure? There's one more on this floor, isn't there? The chocolate. It's in another enemy somewhere. Oh god, where are they going to put another enemy at? Like in this tunnel where I can't fight him? Oh, no, that's just the exit. Oh, I love how much faster they break stuff down in this game. Compared to Pikmin 1, where it takes like half the day to get through some of the walls. Or it feels like it does. You don't actually need to carry that back. Alright, I'll go ahead and grab the whites now that we have a second. There must be another path down here. And what have we got inside of the egg? Alright, bunch more flowered Pikmin. I think all of them are, except for maybe one of them. Maybe one of them, yeah, there's one that isn't. Okay, so he's not in a bad spot this time. Oh! Got himself trapped. He's stuck in a... What the? I have never seen that happen. Well, that's a new one. Kill him. Come on! Why do we keep losing Pikmin to this guy? He's not that hard to kill. Okay, he grabbed him despite being in stun animation. What the... Game! What is this crap? Okay, this is messed up. Something... I don't know why this thing's giving me so much trouble. It's being glitchy, honestly. That's Pikmin for you. Sometimes really stupid things happen that shouldn't. We lost a yellow and a purple to him. The yellow I can live with. The purple was a little bit unfortunate. But, it, you know, it is what it is. We can live with 2 losses. It's not that big a deal. It's just annoying when it's something like that. That second time especially, like, even though he was stun-locked, he was still able to kill a Pikmin. So that probably shouldn't have happened. And I've never seen him, like, hop out of the top of this thing. That was kind of funny. Alright, so we're going to leave all of them there, and I'm going to run to the exit. That should be the last treasure on this floor. I have a pretty good idea of who the final boss is of this cave, if it's who I think it is. He may take more than one try, we'll see. And it's a Nintendogs pendant, or watch thing. Any of you guys ever have Nintendogs? I always loved that game. It was sweet. Played a lot of it. Played the lab version a lot. I owned all 4 versions, though. I played the lab version mainly. Then there was Chihuahua, Dachshund, and what was the last one? Dalmatian? So I owned all 4 of them. Probably still do. Lab was the one I played the most heavily. Okay, final floor. What's the layout down here? Oh. It's a bit of a different layout. Oh, iridescent flint beetle. Or glint beetle, whatever they're called. No, 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 no. Do not go in there. Okay, fine. I guess that he's going to get away for now. So we don't want to go in there yet. Not ready yet. There's a treasure in here, as well as the exit. Exit's already open. Which of these is it on? Is it up here? Alright, we're going to do that. And now, I'm going to grab the yellows. And we have a returning boss. It's Beady Longlegs. In HD. And I'm still not good at fighting him. I mean, if I was more patient, we wouldn't have had that problem. Game! That's too many losses. I don't usually lose that many to him, though. Alright, let's try again. That's hilarious. It's just like all the Pikmin gather up on the Nintendo logo and then just Purple Boy just lands right there and he's like, F off, this is my platform. Okay, let's try that again, hopefully with a little less failure. That's the thing about this game. There's going to be a lot of caves where you're acting like this, where you have to go back and replay stuff over and over to get a decent run. I mean, if I had more yellows, it wouldn't be much of a problem, but at this point in time, I really don't have a lot of yellows. Flint Beetle here this time. Yes. I was kind of hoping he would drop a potion for me. He did. It's a red potion. Alright. That's going to be helpful. Louie, you get on over here. Okay, never mind. You know what? Fine. It's a cheating method anyway. Okay, which ledge is it on? This one? Possibly. Oh, it's not. Huh. Is it on this one? Yes. Right, boys, dig that up. And now we're going to go to the fight. Is there a red in there? Yes, there is. Okay, first we want to trigger the fight. Come on, Beady Boy. Drop on down, Beady Boy. Okay, this time, we're only going to bring in 20 of our yellows, so there's less of a risk of them going down, or 19. And we're going to take a red potion. So, wait for a stomp cycle. And then just toss yellows onto him like crazy. Already almost dead. Get him out of there. If we lose one, that's fine. I can afford one loss. Okay, yeah, one loss. That's fine. We can afford one. One Pikmin isn't that big a deal. And was expected. He's much easier, though, than he was in the first game. He was a lot harder in the first game. And we have a very weird-looking item as our treasure. A key. So this key is actually what unlocks challenge mode. Of course, we already have challenge mode unlocked, so it's pretty useless. And the rest of them got back a diamond. Nicely done, boys. The Regal Diamond. The Regal Movie Theaters. The key is worth almost nothing, by the way, which is unfortunate. It's only worth like 5 Pokos or something. Or no, wait, it's worth... I think it's worth a little bit. Let's see how much it actually is worth. I don't think it's worth much, though. So 3 Pikmin dead in the cave. Not bad, not amazing by any means, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Let's see how much this thing actually is worth. Oh, it's worth 100. Okay. We're at 4,000 Pokos. Very nice. Alert. Massive shift. Displaying message. Challenge mode can now be accessed from the main menu. This is the key. Alrighty. So yeah, not too bad. 3 deaths. Over 1,000, or like 800 Pokos. Not too bad at all. Let's get out of here. Got a little bit of time left in the day, so maybe enough time to either start breaking down a gate, or at least get another treasure. I know where there's a treasure I can get. Though sprouting some more yellows would also be kind of beneficial right now. "40% of the debt has been recovered." Oh, that is not a lot of time left in the day. Okay, let's get all of them put away. Oh, the yellow onion's over here now. That's nice. So if I can find any enemies to kill... Any sheer grubs spawn again? No. Not right now, at least. There is a part the yellows could get up there as well, over on the side, that I might... Well, I don't know, because there's no more point of knocking them down anymore. So it doesn't work like it did. So we have about 30 seconds left in the day, so that's fine. Just at least get this part out. That thing always spawns nectar here every day, so... Or most days. So they're not going to have time to start going for the other thing. That's fine. Come on, we got to get this back, though. It's right here by the base. Purples, go in your onions. We're giving the yellows a moment to shine here at the end of the day. Come on, let's get it back. I mean, obviously they're not going to... Why would you carry it under the yellow onion? I mean, they're not going to die because they're in base. Ooh, last second. Nicely done, yellows. Nicely done. Another 50 Pokos for that effort. Impediment Scourge. And immediately the day ends. Okay, so we got yellow Pikmin, and we cleared one cave and got, like, one above-ground treasure. Not a great day, but alright. Lost a handful of Pikmin, but again, that's to be expected here. And look at this. The cutscenes in this game, I feel, are a lot more gruesome. I do not remember there being 6 Wallywogs, a fiery Blowhog, and a fiery Bulborb, or Bulblax. I think it's a Bulblax, isn't it? Because there's 2 different species, all attacking at once. Good thing our ships are safe from that. Alright, got nearly 1,000 Pokos today. Not too bad. Lost a few Pikmin. Even though we gained overall, we lost 3 to battle. That's the only things we lost, though. 8 to battle so far, not too bad. Olimar, terrible news! I thought I went to Happy Hocotate Savings and Loan, but it seems my loan came from the shop next door, all-devouring black hole loan sharks. Oops. His messages get, like, really dark the further you get through the game, apparently. I've never had to go past about, like, day 20. But apparently his messages get, like, really, really dark later in the game. And he's, like, captured and tortured by those people. So it's, like, turns into a kaiji situation. Once you beat the game, you get Louie's notes. Otherwise, you only have Olimar's notes. So, like, Olimar's notes, he'll just tell you what the creatures are. And Louie just tells you notes on how to cook them. Deep-fried dumples without batter for all that flavor with half the fat. Fiery Bulblax. No stove, no problem. The sizzling beast practically cooks itself. Remember to thoroughly extinguish the steaks. Red Bulborb. Plump specimens are best spit-roasted whole, stuffed with a lime and a slab of bacon. Based frequently to ensure a magnificently moist something. Dwarf Red Bulborb. For a blissful bisque, mince the entire beast finely and stir with heavy cream, artichoke hearts, and a pinch of black pepper. Heat slowly until piping hot. Just think, people had to write all these descriptions, and most people will never read them. Best grilled and served hot over a bed of fresh spinach and crumbled blue cheese. Ew. That sounds like a terrible meal. Beady longlegs. Poisonous. Consumption results in prolonged writhing and uncontrollable mirth. Interesting. Slice the serpentine torso into thin medallions, skewer on a metal rod with Hocotate onions, and barbecue over an open flame. For a sophisticated delicacy, make a pâté de foie gras from this creature's liver and spread it over a sesame cracker. Foie gras is disgusting to me. I don't see why it would be very appealing to most people. The superb amalgamation of juicy meat and leafy greens ensure that the skitter leaf will be the new spinach. The search for a gourmet, high-protein salad topping alternative to bacon bits is over. Grind the spicy dweevil into tasty micro-chunks and toss them generously over your salad. Yeah, the notes are a little ridiculous. But there's also the treasure hoard, which there's all sorts of interesting descriptions in here, where Olimar will describe them, and there's some really funny ones in here. Never had much desire to climb the corporate ladder, but I'm beginning to think I should. Every year my kids grow older, they get more expensive. Taking care of them is my most important duty. I should take lessons from the ship on how to be a high-pressure salesman. The other day, daughter begged for jewelry, fashion-conscious, What do they say for this one? I'm not just an intergalactic space captain, I'm also an artist. I see the inner beauty in everything. Sure you are. Yeah, there's some pretty funny ones later. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night here. We had a fun stream. This game's fun, of course. So that was a good stream. I might be back on Pikmin 2 tomorrow. If not, then the next Pikmin stream will most likely be Pikmin 4, probably on Friday. So, I will see you guys later.